MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Into the box now, Mookie Betts. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Right fielder, Mookie.
And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in past meetings with Tanaka, he's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. He also has 1 home run. The 1-0 home is taken below the zone for a ball. Betts leads off second with nobody out. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And the run will score as the Sox are off to a 1-0 lead. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Grounded down the third baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. J.D. Martinez becomes the first out of the inning. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Yeah, now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with 1 away. A ball and no strikes. In past meetings with Tanaka, he has 7 hits in 32 at-bats. He's taken him deep once.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Fouled off. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Striding in for Boston, Rafael Devers. And the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Andujar is over to take a look. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Grounded to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Three and one now to Brett Gardner.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Sliders in for a strike. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. So striding in, Didi Gregorius, as he'll look to bring home that time run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Gardner over at second. Judge at first with no outs. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
There to take it in is Bogaerts, and that's the first out. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch on its way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
1-1 the count. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Giancarlo Stanton becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. Check swing here as they'll appeal it down to Eric Summerskill at third, and he says no swing, so it's ball 1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Hit to third. Devers has it. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the board. Next up for the Red Sox, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Eduardo Nunez.
The windup and the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Number 25 has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Sandy Leon.
Number 3.
And now a pitch on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Hicks going back, still ranging back. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Mookie Betts. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Betts. He's there and records the first out. So digging in now, Greg Bird, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Bird stands at 6'4" tall, bats left, throws right. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Number 25.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
Bird, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Too high, ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. From the stretch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew Benintendi. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. And a splitter is over for a cold 3rd strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Tapped up the first baseline. And that's the 2nd out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mitch Moreland. His first plate appearance resulted in an intentional walk. 2 out, nobody on. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that. Digging in to try it again, Brett Gardner, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Brett Gardner.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Driven nicely into the gap. Around first, here's Gardner on his way to second. Gardner not stopping. He's headed for third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple. Here's big Aaron Judge.
Number 99, Aaron Judge.
First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Two and 0. Gardner, the runner at third with no outs. A strike, and it's 2-1. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Ready for another chance? Didi Gregorius. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Ready with the 0-1. Up around the face.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Up next for the Yankees.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
The 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Bradley is there. And that retires the side. Striding in once again, Xander Bogaerts comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Xander Bogaerts.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 0-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hicks comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Into the box, Rafael Devers. First pitch on its way. Too low, 1-0. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Now in the box, Eduardo Nunez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive.
The batter,
He's ready. Here's the first offering. It swung on and missed. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. 0-1. Here it comes. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point. As leading off the inning, Aaron Hicks, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high.
0-1's the count.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. The 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Next for New York, Miguel Andujar. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Popped him up. That's coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. Around first, he's digging for second. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple. Stepping up to the plate, Greg Bird drew a base on balls his first time up. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. Now at the plate, number 25. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Here he comes on 2-0. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Nunez will put this one away, and the side is retired. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. 1 out. Here's Mookie Betts. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy, working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it more skill and finesse.
Popped him up. Romine is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning. So coming to the plate, Austin Romine. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Soft liner to the right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first down. Here's Brett Gardner now. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Count now a ball and a strike. So 1-1. Is laid off for ball 2. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Under it is Bogarts, and there are 2 away now. Ready for another shot now. Aaron Judge, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Splitters high, ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on swivel.
High chopper towards first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Xander Bogarts. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed too low apparently. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now at the side. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Up next for the game,
Giancarlo Stanton now.
designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And that misses, ball 1. Ball and 2 strikes. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Ready for another chance? Aaron Hicks. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. 0-1 the count. And he'll step off and try and reset.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 32, Matt Barnes.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Rafael Devers the next to bat, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. On its way is pitch number 75. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Ball 1. 1-1. Fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery. A little bouncer.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Second baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 3. 3 and 2 now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Judge is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Ready for another shot now. Sandy Leon 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. And a ball and a strike now to Sandy Leon. Now the 1-1 pitch. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Miguel Andujar. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. That's wide, 2-0.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Lays off, ball 4. So now the potential time run here is aboard late in the game. A left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. 1-1. His fastball taken high for a ball.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
3-1 to him now. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Andujar aboard here at first with nobody out. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, number 25. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Nunez on to first. It's a double play as their woes. Riding in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. Zach Britton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, Dero, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Throw gets him, 2 down. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Hit in the air to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that means J.D. Martinez gets the hit with 2 outs as well. Digging in once again, J.D. Martinez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And a rather interesting decision here as they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. Ready once again, Austin Romine. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Austin Romine. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Boston, number 56, Joe Kelly.
Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Here's Brett Gardner now. Lifetime versus Joe Kelly. He's 0 for 9. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Lifted down the line in left. Benintendi in pursuit, and that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Aaron Judge will be next. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Swinging a ground ball to third. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Didi Gregorius.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and a strike to count.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Hit back up the middle. Gloved by Bogarts. And the throw to first will take care of him, but it comes at a cost as the tying run is in to score. Giancarlo Stanton now. Lifetime versus Joe Kelly. 2 hits in 7 tries. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Ground ball foul down the left side. Here it comes, 0-2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Look out over near the on-deck circle as he whistles this one fouled off to the left. And this will be put away easily for the out. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Number 25 has got it, and digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. And that one just missed outside. And the changeup is way low that time. Now the 2-1 pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right side. The 2-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Ground ball foul down the left side.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
3 and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
On the run is Benintendi.
And he makes the catch in the corner. Here's Miguel Andujar now. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Digging in now for the Yankees, Greg Bird. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And that ball is gone! Santa Maria, game over! Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the tops player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.